I wasn't planning on doing a franchise this year. But you know what? After seeing the Raiders open up 1-2, yeah, we're 1-2. I almost forgot that we beat the Patriots. Um, I, I'm just kind of stunned with our team, especially yesterday, seeing us lose to the Commanders. I want to play as the Raiders and see if I can make our team perform the way that I think we can, especially on offense. Obviously, Gino is not a big answer, and I don't really know what kind of coach I want to do. I think player development is honestly the best way to go, because then you can have your player develop. Went ahead and made our coach. I honestly already know what this team's going to look like for me. I guess we can go ahead and do some of these positional things. I'm not really too much into the idea of building up. What a coach, a big reason why you're hired is the ability to develop talent. Focus players. I want our offensive line to develop a ton this year. Developing offense is going to be our key to success. Not going to play the preseason. I know exactly how I want the roster to look like.
Some turmoil threatens their roster in the early season. A challenge has been made for a top spot on the depth chart. Competition breeds success, but coaches will decide how far the competition goes.
Well, don't worry, Genty. You are going to be starting. I don't know why this depth chart doesn't have Genty. Our highest graded running back is our starter. Player health. Cool. I know they developed this a little bit, but if I'm going to be honest, I haven't touched this year's Madden almost at all. And I am intrigued to see what we're able to do with this long term. Alright, but like I said, I already know what I'm going to do with the roster, so I'm just going to show you guys me trimming it down. QB room, who am I going to get rid of? This is a easy decision. I'd much rather have Kenny Pickett than Aiden O'Connell. Hate to say it, but oh well. This is good for a running back room. Wouldn't mind having a fullback. Wide receiver room. Oh, is this going to be like an actual regular season roster? Do I not have to trim this? Is Madden going to give me the biggest W ever? Oh, this team's built for a 3-4. Well, first off, let me go sign a wide receiver. I thought about starting this league when Amari Cooper was on the team. And, next thing you know, Amari Cooper retires. I guess I should say a little bit about what I plan to do with this team. My offensive line is going to look very different from the Raiders' offensive line in real life. I very much plan to play the best offensive line I can create, which, in my opinion, or well, at least the best long-term offensive line I can create. And I think just going from left to right, Colton Miller, Dylan Parham, cool. I'm okay with that. But having JPJ, Caleb Rogers, and Charles Grant on the right side, that's going to be a team. That's going to be a side that develops the whole time that we're with this team, along with this wide receiver core. Watch Patriots franchise. You've got a legend right here. Javon Baker is a free agent, so he is going to be on this team. I don't love number 86 for him, but I do know how I want this wide receiver core to look. I didn't switch the defense, but generally, here's your offense. Gino's going to be a starter. Genti's a starter. No fullback. Dante Thornton's going to be a starter, along with probably Myers and Tucker. I'm going to try and get Baker involved just because of bias. Brock Bowers, obviously a beast. And then I already told you my offense line. We'll check out the defense in a moment. To kind of go over the defense, you got Max Crosby, leader of the defense. Nothing much more to say. Got Malcolm Kuntz. If it wasn't Madden, I'd have a lot of hope. I know in real life he's shown flashes. Tyree Wilson will probably be a guy more so focused on developing. Defensive tackle. Well, let's hope one of these guys is hidden dev. I doubt it, but not a lot of hope there. My linebacker core, if I was in 2019, I'd be super hyped. But unfortunately, I'm in 2025. So linebacker core, we're going to look to get replaced as soon as we can. Quarterback room. Starters are going to be Stokes, Porter, and Richardson. Lonnie Johnson starter, Jeremy Chin starter. I'm okay with that offensive and defensive setup. We'll make sure the depth chart's looking all good, then we will hop into training camp. I've been thinking about what I'm going to do in this session of training camp, and I'm going to be honest, I'm pretty okay with skipping most of it. In terms of quarterbacks, we don't have a guy that's going to be the guy long-term. Maybe Kenny Pickett if he comes in and balls out, but we are kind of in a pretty sweet position for a rebuild where I can have a pretty decently built-up offensive line, a decent wide receiver core built up. Brock Bowers I don't have to build up. And we can ideally or hopefully slot a quarterback in here for us to be reasonably successful. So on offense, I'm not really that worried. We just need to develop. Defensively, we've kind of got a double-edged problem. A lot of our players suck, and they're not worth developing. I don't have a defensive... I've got one defensive player overall that might be worth sinking time into, being Tyree Wilson. Then outside of Tyree Wilson, I got nobody on the defensive line. Our linebacker core, let's not even entertain that idea. Safeties, I don't necessarily have anybody that impresses me. Honestly, I feel like our second strongest part of our defense is our cornerback group, at least in terms of long-term potential. But I don't know, to speak on who I'm currently working on, Dante Thornton Jr. is a player I am so excited for. You 6'5", 4'3" speed. It's like, who doesn't want that on their team? If the Raiders can figure out how to use him in real life, I'll be thrilled. But I've got to rely on them to know how to use them in real life kind of gig. So I will have a lot of fun with him. I think he is either going to be my number one wide receiver or my slot. Just kind of depends on whoever's doing what. Offensive line. Who's my youngest with a dev trade? Both of you guys are 23? I'm going to give this to JPJ. Figured I didn't need to show that one off. Like I said, defensively, we don't really have a lot of players that I really want to use this on. And Tyree Wilson just fits the bill the most. If I can get him to a star or maybe superstar dev, we might have hope to develop him a little bit. If number 60 is on my starting offensive line, I really hope he blocks like that. But then again, Tyree Wilson isn't exactly a supreme threat in my eyes. Get off the block! Jesus! Do I not know how to use her a defensive lineman anymore? What happened to getting him leaning the other way and, like, spinning the other way? Don't have time to get that last booster. So you're going to tell me Colton Miller is going to be the one that we just absolutely breeze by? And all these unproven nobodies are going to give me an even harder time? Like, why is Dylan Parham giving me a harder time than anybody else here? See, there goes Caleb Smith and, what's his name? Turning into turnstiles. I don't know. Let me just be salty. Give me the dev trait, though. Come on, give it to me. Chase and tackle. There's really nobody I want that for. DB battle. Hidden dev, 24 years old. Works for me. I wish I cared about the punt and accuracy stuff. As it relates to... Alright, cool. Play sheets. I don't get what these are. So this will be my loadout for most of the year. Focus players, and then these two for offensive line. Like I told you, offensive line is going to be a key focus this year. And alright, I'm confused. I thought I got extra focus players. Alright, Jack Beck. Sorry, you are not going to be here. I think I want to more so focus on Charles Grant. And this is probably going to be crazy to do. But I think Genty is going to get enough playing time as it is. So I'm going to do these three as my training. I am just going to now go to week 1. I'm going to do these, but you're not going to see anything unless anything notable happens. So I'll see you at week 1. All right. We are at week 1 against the Patriots. We went 2-1 in the preseason. I haven't upgraded players yet. I'm interested to see... I want to see if we are able to find a good draft class for 2026. Let me see if I can find one. So I was going to do a draft class that I could download. Unfortunately, I will not be doing that. Unfortunately, I was looking, I looked up online. Until they can bring back the old way the draft classes were, I don't have a massive desire to really look for a draft class anymore, unfortunately. When it comes to what do I need on defense, what does the team need overall? This is going to be a crazy one to almost nobody watching, but our national scout is going to be quarterback. I really need one of those. What's my next biggest need? I want linebacker OLB. All right, do we have a linebacker D tackle? We don't really have a great... You know what? We'll go ahead and do linebacker, interior offensive line. But I do really want to lock in some decent defensive ones. Edge D tackle's a good one. I wish I could like sort by position a little easier. Linebacker. I'm even fine with going Mike safety. What do I need to look for? Linebacker is a weakness in this class. That's wonderful. West is D tackle. I guess we'll do my tier 2 is Southeast. And is safety a priority in one of these? Central will be safety. I know this doesn't really fit perfectly with what the draft has, but I don't feel like I need wide receiver or halfback. Defensive tackle, that's a need, but we'll see. Is there a way for me to make it to where this isn't the one that's... I forgot to look at the injury report after that, but obviously nobody's hurt. Depth chart's good. Let's go ahead and finally upgrade some players here. Dante Thornton walks away from training camp or the preseason with 4 skill points. That's massive. And if any of these are plus speed, we will be very happy. But ultimately, making him a well-rounded wide receiver matters a lot too. Arguably more than speed. So, we'll enjoy those nice upgrades to Dante Thornton. Oh, so Genty is a superstar. Traits. Are these like superstar traits or... Because I don't want to like... Lamar Jackson almost just got strip sacked. Or well, I think he did technically get strip sacked. Alright, we got a lot of players to upgrade, and I'm not going to upgrade all of them. Trey Tucker, you are a guy I want to prioritize. You are coming off a 3-touchdown game, my friend. Intrigued to see what I can do with you. Dylan Parham. If I can develop you at all, I would not complain. Brock Bowers, you have more hair in this game than you do in real life. Charles Grant. You are a human I'm excited for. I wish I had more to say about this team. I'm understanding that like year one's going to be a grind. If anything, this is going to feel a little bit like Patriots franchise, but except I actually have to build up my defense. Whereas in Patriots franchise, honestly, Patriots franchise, I really had a decent team from the get-go. Like, I didn't really have to replace much. Josh Uche was a beast. Christian Gonzalez was a beast. It was pretty smooth from start to finish. But speaking of Patriots franchise, we get our revenge game immediately. They're an 81 overall. Only once. I'm surprised Gonzalez isn't a superstar X Factor. I don't know if they have any pregame theatrics, but I'm not really one for them. I just want to hop right into this game. I just spent an hour setting up the league, and all I can say is I want to play. Antonio Gibson, Patriots franchise legend right there. All right. Why did I think we were on offense first? All right, well, I guess not. And Max Crosby starts us off strong with the sack. I'm absolutely okay with that. If I was paying attention, I have a pick there. Who's that? That guy's got long hair. Mac Hollins is a Patriot? No way. As Drake May is feeling the pressure there from Max Crosby. Storyline to start the year. Pete Carroll gets fired before we get to training camp. And this is going to be your 2025 Raiders team. I want to try and see what I can do establishing the run. If we are even able to establish a run game, which we are a little bit with Genty there, up to the... I'm not used to doing this. Up to the 47-yard line. Going to try an audible to a pass here. Let's see what we can do here with good old boy Gino. And that is off the mark. Got 2nd and 10 now. And I'm liking seeing Gino, but I don't love that we step out of bounds. Kyle Duggar there ready to tackle us, though. I want to see our offense be able to do quite a little bit as we are able to get that to Davis, Jacoby Myers, as that, who was that that got hurt? Number 71? I think that was Caleb Rogers, as we're going to try throwing this into the end zone for Deontay Thornton. Going to keep saying Deontay Thornton. Surprised I'm not saying Tyquan Thornton. Deflected by Carlton Davis. Going to try running a screen here on 2nd and 10, and we got a tutty. Open field, touchdown Ashton Genty. We get our first touchdown of the season. DJ Glaze with a torn pec will be out for the year. I guess that's okay. I didn't know he was starting. So I don't necessarily know how he got hurt. But I guess we'll need to add him to the IR and pick up another OT in the in between week 1 and week 2. It's a good play by Tyree Wilson on 1st down. Get a stop Ramondre Stevenson after a gain of 1. Darian Porter off the rip gets an interception. And this might go back for 6. This is going to go back for 6. And Raider Nation getting revenge roughly 25 years later for the tuck roll game. I do want to confirm, this isn't all Madden, right? That'll be really awkward if it isn't. Okay, cool. And I can't even change it. Take that, nerds. All right, well, we're back on defense. Drake May. Nightmare start. Is Darian Porter again going to get a tackle? Stops him after a gain of 5. Oh, man. We even tried sending Jermaine Pratt up the middle. Antonio Gibson gets the first. We have 1st and 10 from the 37. Ramondre Stevenson steps into the game. And he throws that ball right to me. I figured that's either going to number 9 or to me. Jermaine Pratt I was just dogging on him earlier, saying that if I was in 2019, I'd be hype. I'd be hype. I'd be hyped. Well, guess what? I'm hyped anyway, Jermaine Pratt. And okay. Run up the middle with Genty goes well. He fumbles. I kind of wanted that hurdle to work, I can't lie. Okay, number 8, Stephon Diggs. They still have Hunter Henry. Is number 9 Keyshawn Butte? I know in real life this team cut Javon Baker and I think they traded Jalen Polk. A forgettable first quarter for the Patriots. And looky there. Joshua Dobbs steps in for injured Drake May. Don't know what he's going to be out with, but we will take that as they have 2nd and 11. They are on the logo. It should be a little too far for a field goal. Hunter Henry's wide open. This is a horrible coverage as we are able to get the sack. Morgan Moses laying on his arm. He's hurt too. Will Campbell, what can you do, bud? First round pick on the offensive line. Oh, Mac Hollins. What a play. Gonna bring Jeremy Chin down to the box. And we take care of Stephon Diggs after a gain of 4. Looks like we're probably going to allow a score here. Antonio Gibson carries Max Crosby to the first down line as Stephon Diggs is hurt. Might need to drop the injuries just a touch. I don't know what it's normally at, but we might drop it by, I don't know, 3 or 5. We just got to see. Drake May, of course, back in the game. We're going to blitz. And Keyshawn Butte gets his first touchdown of the 2025 season. All right. I would prefer we didn't fumble again. Oh, but Ashton Genty's going to make Christian Gonzalez look like a goof as he goes over 50 yards on the day. I did not trust that whatsoever. I don't know what plays I got in this playbook, but I'm ready and intrigued to explore it. So we go up to 64 yards on the day. Love that play from Brock Bowers. Spins back inside, down at the 5. Big play from our best offensive player here. And this is what's going to be a lot of fun with this offense is we're going to have a lot of firepower pretty regularly. We're going to have Brock Bowers. Assuming we can develop Dante Thornton and Trey Tucker, maybe we keep Jacoby Myers, maybe even draft a new guy. We'll have a decent wide receiver core. Brock Bowers is already a 90-plus overall. Ashton Genty, I'm telling you now, is going to be a beast for the remainder of this series, barring he doesn't get hurt. The only thing we have with this team that can provide really any concern to me is our defense. I don't know how our defense is going to be long-term. And stuff like that, I mean, doesn't make me happy. I should just do a secure tackle, but I don't. And, of course, it swaps me onto the linebacker I don't want to go onto. And Stephon Diggs, 59-yard touchdown. Can't be talking ish. I mean, they're gonna be able to clap back. All right, we got our next drive on offense. And that's not a great way to start first down. Might try to get this to Trey Tucker. We'll see how the play develops. I liked Dante Thornton first. We get a gain of 6. You know what? 3rd and 4. Let's give running it a shot. We get the first. I'm liking how our offensive line is playing. Love the offside call on Christian Gonzalez as well. Glad to know that either way we had our first down there. Wild throw there, makes it to Brock Bowers. And I think Gino goes over 100 yards on the day. Anticipating the blitz. And we're going to get that to Jacoby Myers and call our first timeout here. And that's our 3rd passing touchdown with Geno Smith in this first half. We got 1 to Genty, 1 to Bowers, and now 1 to Jacoby Myers to wrap up the half. We are giving the Patriots a run for their money. I think the main thing I can credit a lot of our success to right now is in this first half, we have had some clean pockets and some great offensive pass rushing. Some great run blocking. So I really can't complain how that first half went. We put up 28, 42 total points scored. I'd love to try to keep them under 21 points. Try to get a final score of like 42-17 maybe. Also love to get Trey Tucker involved in the game, but Genty's wide open right there for a gain of 4. I just realized they got rid of the halftime adjustments. And the weekly strategy. Wow. That's how you know I haven't played that much of this Madden, is that I'm just now noticing stuff like that. And Brock Bowers continues to help us extend our drive. Again, am interested in trying to get Trey Tucker involved, and there is his opportunity. We get hit as we throw, and Christian Gonzalez has got him locked up. We got Michael Mayer on the field here. Our 2 speedsters out as well. And that's a bad pass from Gino. We got 3rd and 10. Let's simplify this a little bit. That's a big play from Dante Thornton. I think Trey Tucker might have broken through. As JPJ goes down, we got Will Meredith in. And that's going to start a part of my fear with this offensive line as Kyle Duggar caught in open space. Ashton Genty, 44-yard rushing touchdown. I didn't even read what that said. Feels like it's been forever since the Patriots were on the field. And shockingly, the Lions just missed a 67-yard field goal. I committed to the wide receiver route. That's kind of what I was hoping he would look to get a little bit extra yardage there. I run up the hole with Jeremy Chin, and I just don't get there. Blow up Hunter Henry there. That was a perfect play to counter the defense I was running. And Darnay Holmes is there, just doesn't have the capability of getting the pick there. We got 3rd and 1. I'm anticipating some sort of run up the middle. I am blitzing this A-gap with Jermaine Pratt. And it doesn't matter. Ramondre Stevenson has patience, lets both of us run right by him. And we got an injury timeout. Who's hurt? Looks like it might have been an offensive lineman, but I could not tell with the way that exchange was going. Got a screen to Antonio Gibson. Not able to stop him. Stop him right after the first down with whoever number 32 is. Oh, that's Lonnie Johnson Jr. Patriots taking up most of this third quarter with this drive as they have one more play. I don't think they're going to take it. For me, it's time to start thinking about a thumbnail. Ashton Jeanty does have 2 touchdowns. Geno Smith has 3 touchdowns. Darian Porter has a pick 6. And of course, Max Crosby also had a sack in the first play of the game. I've got a couple options here for what I might do. And that could have been a second pick for Darian Porter right there. I messed that one up. Well, that's not what I love to see. We're well on the way to a 1-0 start. And I am interested in kind of just running down this clock. There's a little bit more I want to see from our offense in terms of just being able to get the ball around. That's not a great play for us on offense. Mainly, the main things I really want to be seeing are from guys like Trey Tucker. I've seen what I've needed to see from Brock Bowers. I can say I've generally been impressed with Dante Thornton. But maybe I just need to run a play that's more designed for him. I like a play like this. You got Thornton stretching the field. You got 6 blockers in. But this ball's going to end up going to Jeanty anyways, because I didn't love how that play was coming to reality. Michael Mayer, I was going to say Michael Mayer has an opportunity to make a big play there. And like I said, I'm interested in learning this offense. We have secured this game. I just need to get it first. Which Jacoby Myers just awarded me. Jacoby Myers just rewarded himself with a 46-yard touchdown. Let's see how this last drive on defense goes. I'm kind of hoping it's just a run out the clock and let's get out of here in one piece sort of drive. That's a good job by Eric Stokes to get a deflection out of that and to not get a pass interference call. Just waiting for the wide receiver screen there. And you know what? I can accept the first down. Send the blitz here on 2nd and 2. And I'll take that 3rd and 4. Ramondre's tired. Got a motion left. And that's Kayshon Boutte again. He's been strong for the Patriots in this game. Got a touchdown from him, Diggs. I think he got 2 touchdowns from Kayshon Boutte. So. Can't complain there. Definitely need a better defensive tackle. Patriots' offensive line isn't supposed to be that good, and we are getting We are not having a good time against them. As Antonio Gibson out to the outside. As looks like Will Campbell just went down. Crazy how I predicted one of the biggest needs of the Patriots and Patriots franchise of a left tackle. Obviously, in our world, we just got a we were able to trade for Braxton Jones off the trade block because that guy from the Packers. What is his name? He was the left tackle on the Packers forever. He went to the Bears in our franchise. Yeah, I really don't want to... Oh, David Bakhtiari. I was like, I knew he had a weird last name. Or like one that, I don't know. Just a name that I knew I wasn't going to remember just off rip. We've got 3 sacks with our defense. Pretty sure Jeremy Chin, that defensive tackle, and Crosby is going to be tossed to the outside. Or is this going to be in between the tackles? Going to be a pass. Tyree Wilson gets in there for a little bit of a disruption. And we are able to stop the Patriots at the 1-yard line. We need a first down to win. That's exactly what I'm going to go for. Honestly, with the way the players control, and like, I feel like open space is a little broken, at least against the CPU. I haven't played a head-to-head matchup yet, but like with the way it feels in open space, I feel like there's a lot of potential to potentially have a good amount of griefing moments as... Gonna practice some bad manners against the Patriots here. Really just wanting to test out the capabilities of Geno Smith on a, I was gonna say, if Christian Gonzalez picks me off, that's what I'd get. That's a big play by Dante Thornton, though. Alright. 42-21's your score. Ashton Genty's your thumbnail. We're 1-0. Looking at our stats, Geno, pretty good game. 17 for 25, 300 yards, and 4 TDs. Genty, 12, 133 TD, 1 fumble. We'll call that my fault for the attempted hurdle. Didn't spread the ball out as much as I thought we were. Jacoby Myers had a lot more yards. Oh, I guess he did have the touchdown at the end. He had 2 touchdowns. Brock Bowers, good game though. Ashton Genty and Thornton couldn't be happier. Defensively, we had a lot of tackles for loss with Landon Roberts. Max Crosby had a strong game. And picks for Jermaine Pratt and Darian Porter. Darian Porter pick 6 is something I can be excited about. We do have one new injury. DJ Glaze out for 33 to 39 weeks. Go ahead and place him on IR. And I guess before we get too far, are there any free agents at offensive tackle that might be worth getting? Chris Hubbard. Andre Dillard. Man, what a fall off. Bobby Hart. Really just looking for names I recognize. All right, what about a right tackle? That's really what I need to replace. Trey Pipkins. Matt Fryer, Noteboom. Brandon Parker's a name I obviously recognize. He was a former Raider. Lucas Niang. Pretty sure he was a first round pick. Nicholas Petit Ferrer. Alex Leatherwood, Raiders legend. You know what? Welcome back, buddy. Oh, man. Don't even need to think about that one. Do we have anything going into our week 2 game? We get a weekly award. Geno Smith, 4 passing touchdowns, 4 sacks for Jalen Carter and Odafe Owe. That's crazy. Leading the league in rushing yards so far. Hopefully that's something we can maintain. But that is going to be all I have for you today. Hopefully you enjoy the start of the new series. Hopefully I'm going to keep this up. And all I got to say is I hope I see you next time on Monday Night Prime Time against the Chargers. Take it easy. Peace.